Hey, good Thursday morning, everybody. Little Friday. Chris Allen here on this August 10th on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Good news in that we didn't have any severe weather. We could have if we had had a little bit more sunshine yesterday and less in the way of clouds. It would have been a not only stormy afternoon, I mean, seriously stormy, but also even overnight last night and early this morning. But the clouds kept us stable just enough to just produce some heavy rain and thunderstorms. Nothing severe, even close by. This morning, still some leftover showers, as we're seeing on the radar scan this morning as of 5 o'clock. You can see showers still over Barron, Metcalf, Monroe, parts of Allen, and then Greene and Adair counties, even up toward Taylor County, the Campbellsville area, and moving on into the eastern part of the state. So, still some showers out there, but overall, this is done. There may be a few stray showers this morning, but behind this system, things do begin to quiet down. And so I think we're going to get maybe a day and a half of no rain in the forecast until we look at the next system coming in. And these systems just keep coming one after the other. And they're all producing some pretty heavy rainfall. We did get a lot of heavy rain over south central Kentucky last night. Take a look at these numbers from the Kentucky Mesonet Network. While out at the airport, they recorded an inch and a quarter. Well, there's 1.2, almost that much, at the Mesonet site at the Western Ag Expo Center. And then 109, the measured rainfall at the Corvette plant station. Then you go over to Bon Air in Barron County, 1.28. You've got 1.43 in Metcalf County, an inch and three quarters down in Scottsville for the past 24 hours. But then let's show you the heavier stuff, 1.83 for Franklin, over 2 inches of rain past 24 hours in Russellville, and the big winner of rainfall, almost 3 inches of rain, Todd County, Elkton, Gully Washer, Frog Stranglers. Yeah, those heavy rain showers. Inch and a half over in Christian County near Hopkinsville. Further north, you picked up an inch of rain in Butler County, about the same over in Hart County, and lighter amounts off to the north. So, southern Kentucky is where the core of the heavy rains occurred yesterday afternoon, but especially last night and during the overnight hours. Big time rainfall. And as far as our deficit, that almost put us like an inch and a half. That's all we're behind now. We were right at 3 inches. What, yesterday? Let me look back. I think it was yesterday when I said that. Yep. So we've cut that in half. So we're pacing perfectly on rainfall right now. Temperatures as of 5 a.m. this morning, upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. It's still a little muggy in wake of the rain, but the dew points will start to go down a little bit as the cold front makes its way through the area. Then it stalls in the Tennessee Valley over the next day or so before the next system comes in. And yes, there will be a next system and a next system, and each one of those are going to bring us rain. It is going to turn out to be a rainy August, it appears, if this pattern continues, and it looks like it's not going to let up anytime soon. All right, here's a look at the 10-day blender. We go low 80s today, breezy. It will be breezy. Once the cold front comes through, the winds will pick up from the west at 15 to 20 at times, but it'll be a nice, refreshing breeze after the rainfall. Now, tomorrow we will warm it up into the mid 80s. um, upper 80s for some. And look at that 90. That's the first 90 I've seen in a while. It is possible on Saturday because we'll have full sunshine, and this will be just ahead of a warm front and a low pressure system that's going to bring the next round of rain as we get into Saturday afternoon and evening. Now, Saturday afternoon and evening, there's also the possibility of one of those complexes, one of those wind driven complexes coming in. Not sure if that's not very confident that's going to happen right now, but it's a possibility. And that could do a number on our forecast. So, again, a very fickle forecast as far as that's concerned, but it is a possibility. But I do think before any rain hits, we could hit 89, 90 for a high temperature on Saturday before any rain moves in. Then we go, look at that, 87 ish on Monday, maybe more mid 80s. But look at those low 80s and even around 80 as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. That is after another cold front moves through and we get some refreshing, dry air that's going to be with us for a few days, even after that. Look, not bad. Mid 80s, we can handle that for August. I mean, typically in August, we are baking. 90-degree heat, the heat of August. You've heard hot August night, Neil Diamond. It's it. This is really refreshing to see that kind of a 10-day spread on temperatures. We'll take it though. I mean, we may not have that really hot August that we typically have here in southern Kentucky. Let's take a look at the model map. I will show you here that we're not going to see any more rain for at least, like I said, a day and a half. All this stuff moves out this morning. We even get some more tolerable dew points today. Clearing may take a while. I think we could be in the afternoon before we start to see some sun breaking through. Now, you see some showers that try to get going down into southern Tennessee and down into Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, but that's just leftovers from the front as it has since passed through southern Kentucky by the time this happens. So things look quiet after we get into tonight and early tomorrow. You see this little feature here that kind of falls apart as it runs into high pressure. Tomorrow's going to be a very nice day, maybe a few clouds with the sunshine. Now, what we've got to look forward to next is an area of low pressure, which is going to kind of sit and spin over Missouri. We've seen this happen before, and then it's going to draw a warm front back to the north. It's going to push it right into southern Kentucky, and then it's going to drag a cold front right behind it. That is going to be the next rainmaker for us once we get into Saturday evening, into Sunday, and then into Monday. So rain is going to return. The big question is, are we going to have one of those, you know, complexes of thunderstorms? The models try to pick up on something like that that's going to roll down into our area. It's a possibility, but it's not set in stone. So if that was to happen, if that was to form, it would come in on Saturday afternoon and bring us maybe some threatening weather. But it's too soon to say right now whether that's going to happen or not, but we'll keep an eye on it. Nonetheless, here's a look at the 7-day surface map, and you can tell that we're going to get a break here once this front and low pressure move to the south. We also have this feature to the north, the next system to drop out of Canada, but high pressure takes over for the rest of today into the day tomorrow. Notice this front begins to stall to the south. It's actually going to sit there with ripples of low pressure riding along the front and waiting on this next system to drop down. So it's going to put the squeeze play on us again. Here is early Friday morning into Friday midday, Friday afternoon. We're still looking good, but notice the fronts. This one comes down a little closer, and this one just pretty much stays where it is, waiting on these waves of low pressure to ride along the front. And one of those waves is going to go north, bring back the front to the north as a warm front. And there you see the stall that's going to happen on Saturday, and maybe one of those complexes rolling in. But this map doesn't show it all that well. It just shows the low pressure in the front coming in with scattered showers and thunderstorms for Saturday afternoon and evening into Sunday, then into Monday. Here comes that was the front that was to the north. They merge. We get a convergence of systems. So rainy times ahead for Sunday into Monday. Then by Tuesday, that front drops south and we get a real nice break. That's the lower 80s that I showed you on the 10-day blender coming in for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, and the lower humidity to go with it. So that's going to be very refreshing for August. Yesterday's high before the storms, 83. Here in Bowling Green, 90 is where we should be. So we were 7 degrees below average. Today, I'm just going to say becoming partly sunny or a mix of sun and clouds. Later in the day, it'll be breezy and a high in the low 80s. Lower dew points once the front gets south of us later this morning. In the meantime, I know a lot of you have questions about what I talked about yesterday, what you saw me post on my Facebook profile yesterday, what you may have seen or not seen somewhere. Again, I can't be fully, totally open, but I think some of you have put 2 and 2 together and figured it out. But some good news about this and about the weather that I do and where it's going to go from here. It's all good. It's all wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for your comments yesterday and your support. By Monday, it'll be full throttle, and you'll know what's going on for sure. I know I can't, it's just one of those things I have to be just, right now. But I love you guys, and I thank you for your support and for supporting me in my home, my little studio here at home, because I did this, now I get to do that. So, yeah, I'm blessed. All right, guys, I'm still going to head to the radio station, and even still, I'm going to be at the radio station, Sam 100.7, even after things change and bump up a little bit. I'll still be there every morning, 6 to 10, like this morning. Join me. Classic hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the radio.